Good morning, guys. This is Tahi from Master Kicks, and I have another show for you this morning. We're going to talk about the Nike Lebron 7 Fairfax PE. The shoe was originally dropped for Fairfax High School in Los Angeles. This is a high school that is sponsored by LeBron James himself. And I guess Nike decided to release this to the general public, which makes sense because people like the color, and why not drop it? So it's gonna come out on March the 6th, and it's gonna cost about $200. And before I get into the numbers and all that, let's look at the colors. The colors are representative of the school's away jersey, the Fairfax Lions. That's what they're called. So what you have is black and maize and red, and then red laces, more gold on the heel over there. And let's look at some more pictures. Okay, I'm gonna give you some better pictures that I've seen from this is Sneaker Politics website. They have one of the best pictures I've seen. There's a little bit of tumble leather in between there, and then you have your swoosh logo. This is the medial side. So this is a good looking shoe. We're gonna look at more pictures. We see the Fairfax text is on the quarter panel over there, and more pictures. Let's look at more pictures. This is the outsole. We have red and black with your herringbone threads there for basketball purposes. More of that. And this is the outside of the tongue, and with more logos over there, branding mesh on the extension of the tongue, and red laces and swoosh logo on the lateral side. And this is a closer look at the medial side. You can see that tumble leather there and more synthetic material over here. And this is the toe box, patent leather, shiny, and more logos and everything. I mean, this shoe looks great. I'm not gonna complain about this. And for some reason, I don't know why the seventh has not really caught a lot of people like that. I guess they don't. I don't know why. It's a good looking shoe. You have your visible air unit over there, which pretty much just takes half of the shoe on the midsole, and you have your sock liner there. Is built with some kind of mesh or textile material with foam in it to cushion your foot. More leather at the edges over here. Now let's talk numbers. And to talk numbers, we're gonna go on my presentation here. Now the first thing that I had to do was I had to get the number of stockists who's getting the shoe. So beside Nike, I took account of all the major minor chains and boutiques. And for major chains, I have Foot Locker and Hibbett. And for minor chains, I had Jimmy Jazz and Downtown Locker Room. I didn't put it over there, but it figures. And the local boutiques, we have Bodega, Sneakers and Stuff. They do have a location in the United States, Extra Butter, and then Sneaker Politics, of course. And international boutiques, you have And, PSTN, A Few, Phenom, Silver Descalzo, Foot Patrol, Okium in Paris, Offspring, and NMRL. That's in Canada, I think. And so far, those are the only locations that I can confirm. So we're going to set up our assumption, and then we're going to find our numbers. So I gave about 1/3 of the total production to Nike, and I gave 1/3 to Foot Locker, and the remaining Jimmy Jazz, Hibbett, and DTLR, and all these local USA boutiques. They're also going to get a third. So that is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 makes it one, which is the whole thingy. And then now, based on the Foot Locker release locator map, an average of 20 locations will be given an inventory. So let me show you actually the map real quick so we can go from there. So this is the map. I did it, and I counted about 20 stores altogether. So this is 20. Let's go back on the presentation. So now I can set up, I gave about 120 pairs by Foot Locker store, and I gave the online allocation a third of the total the physical stores are getting. And then from there we can do number checks. So for Foot Locker, I did 120 times 20, which is 2,400. And then for Foot Locker online, you just take that number divided by 3, you get 800 pairs. And to get a total for Foot Locker, you just add these two together, we get 3,200. And then the grand total for the USA, I did 3,200 times 3, which is 9,600 pairs, or let's say 10,000 pairs. Now, if you take into consideration all the other stores, let's say Foot Locker UK, the sneaker boutiques internationally, you can stretch that number to like 18,000 pairs. So I'm saying the total number will be between 10,000 and 18,000. So anything between 10,000 and 18,000, or maybe even 20,000. Again, I don't work for the brand, so it's just all based on assumptions. So do your own homework. Now let's talk resale and resale prediction and all that kind of stuff. when I ran the numbers from the 24th of February to today, you have this price distribution here, and I take the average per day. I don't like taking all the averages and then just running an average and give you a single value and tell you this is how much the shoe is worth. That's not a good thing, because you have to see the trend. Because a shoe may be worth $200 on March the 1st, and on March the 10th it goes down to like 140. So you can't really base your averages based on the the overall. You have to take it by day and see what the trend is like. So if you look here, you start up at 316 and it kind of went down to like 236 within 8 days. So the shoe has been trending down, and I'll give you my interpretation real quick. Like I say, he lost about 25.32% of his original resale value in about 8 days. So I'm projecting that by the time the Fairfax LeBron 7 officially drops, the value will drop down by another 5%. That you can see that with all the LeBron 7, that always happen for some reason. So I expect like the secondary market value to be between 215 or 220. So you're probably gonna sell that shoe not more than like $230. So I wouldn't recommend buying it if you're trying to flip it. Now the retail is 200. So after tax is like 215. So that yields like a negative markup, about -7%. So unless you're a retailer, you will not be making any significant profit on this shoe. So I don't think you should sell this out. They'll sell out, that's for sure. But I don't recommend buying it and trying to flip it, because you're not going to make any money on it. That's just a given. You can see the data, you can see what's happening, and all the sevens have done the same thing. I think they're going to sell out via retail, but as far as like flipping it for money, that's not going to happen. Maybe you gotta wait maybe 2 or 6 months to a year to think about making at least maybe $30 or $45. That's just what it is with a LeBron 7. Maybe if Nike drops the 8th, like the preheat, that's gonna be a killer. So again, if you wanna get the shoe, I have some. I'll have this thing for you. I have a bunch of places where you can get it from. So you can go on my website. I'll provide a link below and just check that out. All right. Again, thanks for watching. This is Ty from Master Kicks, and stay tuned for more stuff. Have a nice day.